Welcome back, indie lovers. Today we're checking out Upheaval, so you're gonna grab yourself a plate. Upheaval's a little bit of a different type of game that I usually play. Upheaval's kind of like one of those choose your own adventures games. It gives you some options to be able to, handle the situation at hand. And then you kind of gotta decide what's going on. I used to be a big fan of the Goosebumps series where you just choose your own adventure. So this is actually something I wanted to explore. So we're gonna hop in here and check the game out for a little while. If you do like it, of course, please check the links always down below. And let's get started a new adventure. I feel like I'm gonna be reading a lot to you guys, so be ready. It's story time. Every adventure is a new step, or is the first step in a new journey. In this demo, each adventure will end after 15 in-game days. In the full game, each adventure will last at least 30 days, maybe more. I'll add new content to the demo as I continue to develop the full game. Play the demo multiple times to discover secrets you can use to finish the game. If you enjoy this demo, wishlist Upheaval on Steam to get the finished game. Thanks, Alex. Langley. You live in Langley. The town is awake. You have a pack on your back and you're ready for adventure. You can check your pack and character using the character button on the right. My goals unknown. My statuses are none. My inventory is a travel kit for 5 days, food and supplies to survive in the wild, and loose change just enough to buy a few beers if you want. Let's take down bad guys, stay out of it, learn magical. Let's learn some magical spells. Great, you're here to learn magic spells. Who knows what you'll find? Your adventure will automatically save after every choice you make. Cool. What's this thing do? Page added to journal. Oh, you're at home in Langley. It's morning. The new day has begun. Everyone knows that in 3 days, the magician will arrive. What will you do until then? The tavern keeps says if you go outside of town, whatever you're looking for, remember to watch out for bandits. If you ever want help or advice, stop by a tavern anytime, day or night. I'll be there. And it goes inside the Ivory Gold Tavern. A man runs up to you. Hey, you're looking to learn magic, right? The man says. I saw something out of the Copper Mountains that might help you. You should go take a look. Where do you go? Let's tell me more. Well, he says, I was out exploring the copper mines last year when I saw a black obelisk. It was somewhere in the copper mines near the bottom of the pass. And it got me thinking, black obelisks like that are sometimes used by magicians. A magician experiments a ritual, so maybe that black obelisk has some Latin magical powers in it. You get what I'm saying? You can look at your map using the map button on the right. Oh, mountains like we're here. Okay. Thank him. Sure thing, he says. Remember, it was in the Copper Mountains near the bottom of the pass. Write it down in your journal so that you don't forget. And let me know what you find out whenever you get back to town. You can add an entry to the journal using a quill button on the top right of this parchment. You can read the journal using the book button on the right. You can use left arrow button at the bottom of the screen to revisit past encounters. You can add past encounters to your journal as well. Then he walks away. Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, let's hit up. Let's keep this one. You're in a town square in Langley. Longbourn Manor lies at the edge of town. The days is just beginning. Pick an action to do it. Actions with a number after them will take that many periods of time. Other actions take no time. There are 6 period times in each day. You can keep track of the time with the wheel on the top right. You can read more how to play. Oh, okay, cool. So let's ask around. What do you want to ask people for? About how to learn magic. Well, I know the magician's maybe gonna ask them to teach you magic, although they probably only take apprentices of the experience. Who knows, man? So I definitely have to go. Let's leave town. Let's leave town into the Copper Mountains, into the Misty Forest. No, we know. That's Misty Mountains, I know, but you're at the bottom of the mountain pass that continues up into the Copper Mountains. Below you is Langley. Dust kicks up in your heels as you walk. A small pile of stone marks your way. Search this area. After searching along the pass for a while, you find a black stone obelisk as big as you are. The thin mountain air clean in your lungs. A small pile of stones marks the way. A black stone obelisk stands in this area. Let's touch the obelisk. Your head rings as you touch the obelisk. Images flood your mind and send you reeling. You see a place along the bluffs in the grasslands south of the tower, a wooden box, powerful knowledge concealed, lightning in your blood. Then the visions fade to nothing and you collapse. Darkness takes you. You wake up a while later, head throbbing, the place in the vision still fixed in your mind. Stand up. So now it's nighttime. Go up through the pass. You're in the middle of the mountain pass. The pass continues up into the Copper Mountains. Far below you is Langley. A lone mining road breaks off from here into the south side of the pass. The night sky is clear overhead. It's nighttime. Time to sleep. You may camp and sleep in the rocky ground. One day of food and supplies has been used up. Search this area. After searching along the pass for a while, you find nothing interesting this time. If something is hidden here, you'll find it eventually if you keep searching here. But if nothing is hidden here, you won't find anything no matter how much you search. So, how certain are you what you're looking for is hidden here? Okay, we searched the whole area. Go along the mining road. You're at the entrance of the Copper Mountain Mines. An old mining road runs to the north. The main tunnel in the mines, into the mines yawns, black and empty before you. Piles of broken abandoned equipment lie everywhere. A gurgling stream runs down the mountainside nearby. The sun is bright, but the air is cold. You're getting tired. You should sleep soon. Everything takes longer. Oh no. Let's make camp. Let's go into the mines. Oh. Let's go on the mining road. Let's touch the obelisk again. Go up through the pass, go up through the pass. Follow the trail north. You're in a wide, flat overlook high up in the mountains. You can see for miles from up here. A trail hugs the mountain face to the south. Dust kicks you up in the heels as you walk. Make camp one more time so I'm not exhausted. Let's search this area. After searching around the overlook for a while, you discover extremely thin copper lines in the cliff face outlining a huge stone door with a copper engraving of a person in its center. Look at the engraving. The closer you look at the engraving, the more it seems to change and shift slightly, although the copper engraving itself never moves. Actually, the longer you look at it, the more likeness of the cliff face looks exactly like you, to your eye at least. Match your pose to the engraving. You try to track the same pose as the copper engraving. The harder you try, the more it appears to shift before your eyes. It's as though the engraving is confounding your efforts to imitate it. No, I guess I can't do that. I'm gonna add that to the journal right now. I got 2-day supply now. Let's make camp here and go down through the pass. Let's go down to Langley. Man approaches you again. Hey, did you ever get that black obelisk I told you about? Yeah, I got out there. Wow, what was it like? What'd you find? Tell him what you found. What? That's impossible. I mean, that's just what you said you saw, right? But I don't know. I just can't believe it. Then you're alone in the town square. Rest and restock at home. You pack food and supplies. Let's visit Longbourn Manor. You walk away from the bustle of town, Longbourn Manor at the edge of Langley. You're at the front door of Longbourn Manor, the biggest house in all Langley. You heard it was a beautiful garden out back, but you can't see it from here. Let's search this area. Let's knock at the door. Hobson opens the door. Ah, visitor, and what is your business here in Longbourn Manor today? Mock whoever owns this place. See the family archives. Ah, yes, he says patiently. Lord Wilford is more than happy to show off the family archives at Longbourn Manor at any time. Please come with me. He lets you inside and leads you through the entry hall and into the sitting room. Lord Wilford will be arriving shortly. Please wait here until he arrives. He leaves the room. You are alone. Wait for the Lord of the Manor. In a few minutes, the man wearing expensive clothes greets you. Why, my dear child, welcome to Longbourn Manor. My name is Lord Wilfred, and this estate has been in my family for generations. I thank you for visiting. We get so few visitors nowadays, and my son Lorenzo gets so lonely out here, as you can imagine. Oh, but I hear you've come to see the family archives. They're really quite fascinating. My family's mother's father has quite an interesting history with Longbourn Manor. He clasps your arm and pulls you eagerly towards the several doorways. Let's listen to him. Did you know, Lord Wilford begins, 7 generations of my family have lived here in Longbourn Manor, if you include my son Lorenzo, of course. It was Lady Agnes Longbourn that found this town. That would be the mother of my grandfather's grandmother, you see. She was on the original commission from the queen that established Langley as part of the wider kingdom, and she did such an excellent job that Longbourn Manor was built in his honor. Of course, you know about Matilda, who fought in the war. We're very proud of her, naturally. Did you know she single-handedly won the Battle of Breakers Ford? She did. A fine warrior, a credit to the family. We have a painting of her if you'd like to see. She is the cousin of Lady Angus' grandson, of course. The first son of her first son. She never had any children, a shame really, and she left Langley after the war, I believe. You see this, Rupert? What a scandal. Oh my god, okay, this is gonna be all the family. I'm gonna if you wanna read it, go ahead and pause it there. I want to bored you enough, Lord Wolfwood said. I have other matters to attend to, mostly concerning my son. I'll leave you to browse the archives at your leisure. I'm sure there's so much fascinating history here if you want to absorb. Now what are we going to do? What are we going to steal? You were in the family archives of Longbourn Manor. Paintings, busts, and frame mementos line the excessively long, well-adorned hallway. You can hear birds chirping in the gardens. If you search up and down the hallway for a quiet while, you find a loose panel on the wall near the end of the hall. When you remove it, you can see a dark secret room on the other side of the wall. You crawl through the opening. You hear the door of the archives in the hall open and close. Someone must be checking the archives, so you hear them leave again. You're in a secret room in Longbourn Manor. Covered paintings are leaned against walls, and old crates are stuffed in corners. There are 2 chairs and a pile of old blankets and pillows in the corner, like someone's lived here before. Everything is covered in a thick layer of dust. Searching through the paintings and crates for a while, you uncover a very old painting of a man standing by Old South Road, where it passes the lake. You can't tell if he's happy or sad. It looks like he's hiding something in his hand. It isn't clear why this painting isn't being displayed in the archives with the others. You hear chittering in the walls. There's a painting of an old man covering. It's nighttime. Time to sleep. The man standing by looks like he's holding something in his hands. And sleep in the pile. Return to the archives. Look at the busts. You look at the bust in the hallway. One in particular catches your eye. It looks like a young man crying. Tears are carved into the stone on his cheeks. Below the bust is carved message. I'll meet you one last time, my love, by the Old South Road where it passes the burial mounds in the shadow of the great stone. In the shadow of the great, like the obelisk? Look at the framed mementos in the hallway. One in particular catches your eye. Its pages from the old book lay flat and preserved under glass. The pages are covered in strange symbols. One page has words in your own language. They say, experiments in the copper mine mounds near the bottom of the pass where the humming sound is. Look at the paintings. The painting appears to be about a young woman going off to war wielding a sword. It looks like the woman is standing in the grasslands in the tall grass just east of the Old South Road. You could see a small tree behind her. To the main part of the house. My dear friend, you came back. You wanted to see the archives again, am I right? Not today. I understand there's still much taken from the last phase. Well, anytime you like, of course, please come visit. There is just so much family history to look at, and I do appreciate the town taking an interest in the history of Longbourn Manor. You suddenly find yourself being ushered outside. Come again. Okay, go back to town square. Oh, hey, my friend told me that apparently there are goblins in the Misty Forest now. I thought they were just in the cave in the far edge of the forest before. Well, anyway, I wouldn't go into the Misty Forest anymore if I was you. It's not safe. Let's restock at home. And let's go to the tavern. I keep getting exhausted. I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm searching for a thing I didn't find. I found something, but I'm curious, where can I get a good weapon? No one in town has anything like what you call a weapon, especially if you wanted to use it in a real fight, not just to, I don't know, scare off the rats or something. There hasn't been much call for that sort of thing around here for, say, 100 years or so. If I were you, I head up to Longbourn Manor. It's asked to see the archives. I think they've got at least an old painting of a sword up there. They might even know where the real thing is. I keep getting exhausted. Well, you look okay now. If you get tired when you're in town, I'd go home and take a good night's sleep. If you get tired outside of town, well, I'd make camp and try to get a good night's sleep out there. Make sure to bring food if you travel, though. Trying to get somewhere. Sure, what are you trying to get to? The burial mounds. It's not far. You go south out of town, take the old south road, and the trail through the Barrow Mountains is on the east side of the main road. As soon as you get outside of Langley, it gets real dark over there way, especially at night. Some folks think something haunts the Barrow Mounds at night. I would believe the spirits, but what do I know? So, south out of town. I found something, but I'm confused. A black obelisk, huh? So you say you saw some sort of vision when you touched the obelisk? Powerful spell then. Did you happen to see where your vision took place? Maybe somewhere you could figure out where it was? If you saw a location in your vision, I'd go there and have a look around. There's probably a reason you saw what you saw. Be sure to write down the vision in your journal. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, crap. Never mind. Show off my treasures. You got no treasure to show off. Step outside. Let's leave town. Let's go south into the grasslands. You're near old broken roads where winds that wind south. So north is Langley, low hills stretch to the west, a trail winds to the east between the old Barrow Mounds, clouds pass over. A mysterious feeling deep in your bones calls to the east. 6 bandits step out of hiding and surround you. They carry knives. Bandit leader says, hand over all your valuables. Asked to join the bandits. Oh, so you want to join a crew? Well, let's see what you've stolen for us recently. Come on, it's got to be something. Let's see, give it here. Is that so? Well, we'll just have to hold on to this until you come back with something. Now get out here and steal something. She pushes you out of the grasslands, calling after you. Don't come back until you've got something good for a stash. What was that noise? You go in the direction she pushed you and you hear the bandits' laughter. Wait, with the Barrow Mounds? Wait, go west. Run away. Slip between two of them and escape. You sprint, you can hear angry shouting and pounding feet. You run for a long time trying to outpace them. Finally, you can no longer hear the bandits behind you. You stop to catch your breath. But I don't have food right now. So there's a tower. A mysterious feeling deep in your bones calls you to the east. I gotta go back to Langley because I gotta restock. Go south into the grasslands. Go east down the trail. You can hear the wind, you can't feel it in here. Let's look inside the Barrow Mound. It's the first. Nothing has been disturbed for over 100 years. It's so dark in here. Search this mound. After searching the Barrow Mound for a while, you discover a story etched in the wall in strange symbols. Read the story. The story is written in strange symbols. As you read, you know what it says without knowing what the symbols mean. Once, the area around Langley was full of magic. Conflict and strife were everywhere. Whatever one person did with magic was undone by another. Magic was used to oppress and enslave just as often as it was to use free and protect. War was brewing and magic was right at the center of it all. The fate of Langley was unclear. Reading the story, you know what one of the symbols means. It means hard or harsh or difficult. Oh. Let's look at the second Barrow Mound. After searching the Barrow Mound for a while, you find a map of the area. There's labeled marks moving around on it that look like they're the names of people. It seems to have some magic in it. Ooh. You see a dark shadow arriving from outside. The shadow approaches to the Barrow Mound door. It's a wraith, an undead spirit that wanders among the living. You feel the evil of its presence in your bone. You're rooted to the spot as it comes nearer. Stay silent. You hold your tongue and watch the wraith. The wraith hisses and points its withered arm at you. You feel a curse seep into your bones, break you apart. It appears your soul is being ripped away. You feel it leaving your body. Your soul is no longer whole. You faint. You sleep for a while. When you wake, the night is gone. The wraith is nowhere to be seen. You feel the missing piece of your soul calling you. It's obvious you've searched here before. Silent as a grave in here. You feel your soul calling to you from outside. From the south. Go east. From the south. From the south. You feel your soul calling you from the south. You from the north. Let's make camp for a second so I can sleep. It's hard to avoid the deeper pools of water in the dark. You feel your soul calling to you from the south. You look around the marked map. Several places are labeled, and the labels seem to be moving. Bandits label is in the grand grasslands just outside the tower. Hermit label is the glade in the misty forest. Sarah label is deep in the misty forest. A deep splotch hovers among the burial ground. Diana label is inside the key on the east edge of the misty forest. Lorenzo and Lord Wolford labels both edge of Langley. Let's go southeast. To the south and east, the wide deep river bars your path. You cannot cross it, and mist rises from the marshy grounds. Okay, let's go southwest then. You're in the south end of the Rotten Fen, or a wide deep river, so I can't go anywhere. Let's go northwest then. From the east. Southeast. Search this area. Your peers are calling very nearby. It's nighttime. Time to sleep. You feel the missing piece of your soul very nearby. It's being twisted by a powerful magic in this place. Now that you're here, the magic listens closely to the rest of your soul. What do? Reclaim it. You reclaim the piece of your soul. Welcome it home. Your soul responds. You feel the missing piece push through the curse and re-enter your body, burning deeply as it reconnects to the rest of your body. The pain is almost unbearable. You faint. When you wake, you feel whole again. All of her dead bodies lie preserved in pools just beneath the water. How did they get here? It's hard to avoid the deeper pools of water in the dark. Search this area. After searching among the damp foliage and preserved bodies, you found an old plaque beneath the brackish water covered in algae. On it is carved these words: O ye who have uneasy past, unburied, gather here to sleep, and dream upon a future when your master calls you forth at last. To rouse yourself from slumber deep and freely walk the earth again. There's a strong spell over this entire area. Oh. I'm all over here. I want to go west. It's the heart of the Rotten Fen. Oh, that's my... West. West. Oh, there you go. In the full game, you'll be able to play through the rest of the 30 days and meet the magician at the end. Okay. Thanks. So being pulled towards twisting, zooming the worlds, you spit out what looks like inside of a large tent. An inexplicable figure is here with you. They look surprised that you materialize. It's impossible to get a good idea of what the figure looks like, even if you examine it closely. They look young and ancient, stern and playful. They're the magician. The magician confronts you. You? What are you doing here so early? They take their time to examine you from all sides. I expected to meet you in Langley, but I'm not scheduled to arrive there for another 15 days. The spell that brought you here, it's very powerful. I wonder, did you expect this to happen just now, or do you think your journey was over? Now, what have you been up to in Langley? Those copper mines, home of the strange dreams and nameless horrors. Did you find whatever you were looking for up there, or do you just like to waste time climbing on things? I'd say you found a little value this time. At least, you always have your precious travel kit, right? And you have that amusing little map. Did you enjoy watching everyone run around it? And those bandits, you just let them be? Does the threat of ambush excite you? I wonder, never sure if they're with... Oh, you're like getting graded. Of course I'm not complaining. The bandits will be great use to me when I arrive in Langley. Would you like to see what they can do with me behind them? Well, I'll send you back to the grasslands, of course. You can't be here. There's so much to do before I arrive. I believe we may see each other when I finally arrive in Langley and so on, but what do you intend to do with me once I arrive? Join you. You would? But you haven't lifted a finger against the Goblin King. Don't you know that only the Goblin King can defeat me for good? Or perhaps you left him alone so that I would need to accept your help to defeat him? An interesting predicament. I'll have to give it some thought. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not so sure that we will see each other in Langley. Something tells me that when I arrive in Langley, you'll be long gone, exploring some other town perhaps. Oh well, I'll have to content myself with this little chat of ours, I suppose. Alright, back you go. Upheaval changes every time you play it. Play the demo again to explore new areas, go on new adventures, and discover all the world's secrets before time up. Huh. Well, thanks for joining me for the Indie Buffet, folks, where we'll help you find your next favorite indie. Peace!